is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Ekbenwe. Don't forget to subscribe. Alpha. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. This is a strong Man U fan. Versus Zurich. A win for both, automatic qualify. A draw, also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Ekbenwe. Please don't forget to subscribe. The teams with the biggest fan zone in the world, Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
There are two chances, just as you said. Aubameyang was clear to give him the ball that he could have scored. At least he could have given, even if he didn't score, at least give him the ball and have a chance to score. And you will always so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?
Being a Chelsea fan, I was just kind of optimistic that we'll win because we've had a very bad form this season.
Clash of the Titans between the two London rivals, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Already Man City has overtaken Arsenal on the lead of the table with 13 matches played. A win for Arsenal today, Arsenal will automatically overtake Manchester City. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
Yeah. Okay. Chelsea is coming back, whether they like it or not. Once I mention, I just go to my this. I go to say Chelsea has so many substitutes. Bench win matches. We're not talking about your starting 11. Now we have two starting 11. Anybody can play now. It's not about two. Let my two and three come back. Anybody can. Anybody will collect from Chelsea. Anybody will collect. This season may be awful, but I'm telling you.
Next season. Hello viewers, and welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center, and this is our live watch along show today. The second leg of the UEFA Champions League quarter-final, and it is the encounter between Barcelona versus PSG, and the other encounter, it is Borussia Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. Yeah, Barcelona are hoping to reach the Champions League semi-final for the 13th time overall, and the first time since 2018/2019. Only Real Madrid have done so more often than Barcelona, who are having 19. And Paris Saint-Germain will want to overturn the victory in their own home against Barcelona today, and we'll be hoping to see more from Mbappe in this encounter. Well, I'm not alone in the studio to talk of all the happening in this encounter today. And with me from my far left, Shegun, how do you do today?
Good evening, guys. Good evening to all that night of UEFA Champions League, the biggest football club competition in the world, and the second leg of the quarterfinal. I'd say these days, today we'll have two teams will be making it to the semi-finals, and two teams will be making it back to their home country to compete for next season. It's a game I expect Barcelona to actually pick. We saw the first leg, they got that victory over PSG in the first leg. It was a convincing victory. So let's see if PSG can just come into this game and grab something out of Barcelona. But looking at the Barcelona team, I think they are home and dry today. They should be able to get a victory over PSG. And to the game between Atletico Madrid and Borussia Dortmund, when it comes to a team that knows how to play pragmatic football and defend with all their life, it has to be Atletico Madrid. And that's what I would expect them to do against Dortmund, because they have the advantage coming into this game 2-1 up against Dortmund. But this is a noisy stadium, and it takes a lot of mental strength to actually contain Dortmund at their home stadium. So it's two beautiful games. 90 minutes, or probably we'll be going to extra time.
All right, Shegun will be expecting us to go to extra time in this encounter today. Well, it's football, anything can happen. Yamite, you're welcome to the studio.
Yeah, good day to talk about the second leg of the quarterfinals. This watch along edition, and the fun part is this is the second leg, so we will see one team get eliminated by fire by force, either by hook or by crook, whichever way it is. And Dortmund just missed a golden chance.
How was that? How did that not go in? That's Sabitzer with that chance. That was a one-on-one that was actually set up there. That should have been the first goal for Borussia Dortmund against a team like Atletico Madrid that don't give him much opportunity for it to get a lot of chances. Dortmund needs to be putting this into the back of nine. They need to be scoring these chances against Atletico Madrid. They know they really want to put Atletico Madrid on that pressure in this game.
Yeah, and the both matches are on, and it's 4 minutes old, and there have been fire from both sides of the encounter. So you are saying something there?
Yeah, either hook or by crook, one team will go home and the other team will continue in the semi-final. So, PSG has an uphill task losing at home. But you know, Dortmund playing in front of their fans, you know, they are the more better side in the first leg, but they just lost. They were unlucky to lose 2-1 at the Metropolitano Stadium of Atletico Madrid. But tonight promises to be exciting, and Atletico Madrid has a chance.
And
Look at it.
And
what a miss.
Morata. No,
Typical Morata.
typical Morata. Yeah, typical Morata.
Now both teams have lost, clear-cut
Golden
chances,
chance,
golden
yeah.
chances to go one goal up in the early stages of this game. 5th minute. I don't think Morata has any excuse not putting this on
My
the back.
God.
This is even more clear than that of
That
Sabitzer.
of Sabitzer. You know, a man was on Sabitzer. This one was one-on-one.
I can see the disappointment on the face of Simeone.
Yeah, really, really disappointed. When you look at it, when you miss chances like this, most of the times they come back to hurt you, especially in the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League. You need to be clinical. I think he should be knowing better because he's an experienced player. He has played most of these competitions, and he should be doing better than what he's doing.
Right, should be doing better than what he's doing. Let's look at the lineup of this encounter today. First of all, the formation. Barcelona is playing 4-3-3 tactical formation. Well, they're both playing the same formation, 4-3-3, 4-3-3. For Paris Saint-Germain, we have in the front the forward line as Dembele, Mbappe, and Barcola. That is it. Then we have Zaire, Vintinha, and Royce as the midfielder. Then Hakim is back, you know, and Hakimi is back. That is the right back for Paris Saint-Germain. We have Makwe, then Hannah, then Mendes. That is the lineup of Paris Saint-Germain. How rich is it?
That's the practical knowledge of this season. They've lost a lot of star players, and you know, they just want to build. There is a project that they are just starting newly with Eriksen right there. So Enrique, sorry, I said Eriksen. Enrique. So I think it's one good project. If PSG can be patient with him, maybe we'll come up with the goodies for them. But for now, even if they get to the semi-final, it will be more difficult for them to get to the final because it looks more like it will be Atletico that will be progressing into the semi-final. And PSG Atletico, I think, will be more difficult for PSG.
All right, and for Barcelona, we have Rafinha, Lewandowski, Yamal as a forward line. Then Pedri, Gundogan, De Jong as the midfielders. Then we have Cancelo, Kurbasi, Araujo, and Koundé as the back line. Then Ter Stegen as the goalkeeper for today. So what are we expecting from this lineup?
Well, good lineup from Barcelona. It's just the same Barcelona setup, and good to see that Pedri is back in the setup for Barcelona. I just hope he will bring one or two things into this Barcelona squad tonight against PSG. We really know how good he can be on his day, so we expect to see a lot of action from the young Spanish midfielder. Though injuries hasn't really let us see that talent that is embodied in that young man. But I just hope he can live up to expectations when Barcelona needed him the most.
Yeah, let's see if he can live up to expectation when Barcelona needed him the most. And the match is 7 minutes old, going to 8 minutes, and it is Paris Saint-Germain who has been asking all the questions against Barcelona. And remember, they are down by one goal. That is 3-2. They have 1 goal to cover. 2-0 here will be enough for them to take the victory here.
Yeah, 2-0 will be enough. No away goal rule in football anymore, and it will just be aggregate calculation. So I think PSG cannot survive without a win here at the home ground of Barcelona. You know, I think Camp Nou is not ready yet, and it's still under construction. So this is a makeshift home ground. So I don't think Barcelona will be used to this home ground yet, the way they got used to Camp Nou. So it's an advantage for PSG that they can take it because it can look more like it is a neutral ground.
Yeah, and they've even been the better side in this opening 9 minutes of those games. That's been PSG who has been everywhere against Barcelona.
Yeah, they're
trying to attack
the
and they're chasing that game, looking for that early first goal against Barcelona. And you can see Barcelona defending unusually. because we don't really see Barcelona in this type of position. They are mostly, we see Barcelona being the one being dominating in the game of football. But yet today, they've actually been on the back foot against PSG. Let's just hope the home advantage can really work for them. And it's a familiar manager, talking about Luis Enrique. This is the former one of the most successful managers in the during Barcelona eras. I think he should rank second after Pep Guardiola in one of the greatest managers that's coached Barcelona. So let's see if he really has that, that's mojo to go one up against his former team. And just one of his former players, Xavi Hernandez, is also the captain of Barcelona tonight. Is also the manager of Barcelona tonight, sorry. So let's just see, two teams filled with a lot of talent and a lot of experience on this pitch.
All right, wherever you're watching us from, this is Premier Sport Fan Center. You can be part of this show. Our number is right in front of the screen there. You can call in to send in your contribution, and you can also send in messages in our live chat. And you can also make a call. Our number remains 090-304-99917. And please don't forget to subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center channel.
Yeah, so it's PSG attacking with the ball right there, and Kylian Mbappe gets in play, stretch it forward to the other side of the pitch. Bakula attacking with the ball right there into the box, tries to cut back, but two men on him, proving difficult, but he still found time and space right there to do a bit trickery around the ball. It's still PSG back in possession, and that pass aiming at I think that is not Vitinha, Fabian. Fabian Ruiz was too much weight on that pass, and he went out for a throw into Barcelona.
Look at Bakula. I remember when he was still at Olympic Lyon last season. Though just 20 years old, I remember Chelsea, going all out for that young man, but he chose to join PSG for whatever reasons. But this is a fantastic talent, one player for the future, and one of the young players you expect the French national team to depend on. He plays for the French national team right now, even the senior team. So a lot of talent in this PSG squad, and they have what it takes to hold their own against Barcelona also.
Yeah, they have what it takes right there. PSG with the ball, and it tries to turn loose possession to Barcelona. Barcelona gets the ball right now with De Jong running in the middle right there, set it to the right hand side of the field right there to find Lamine Yamal, the 16-year-old Barcelona forward right there. And it's De Jong who has been fouled right now. The referee says it's going to be a free kick to Barcelona. He takes it very fast, finds Rafinha. Rafinha straight to Lamine Yamal, who returns it back to Lamine Yamal from a 1-2 with that Barcelona midfielder right there. He finds Araujo at the defense, and Araujo moving into the center circle, and is still with the ball, sets it towards the right hand side of the final third. Lamine Yamal one-on-one against Mendes, cuts into the box,
and that's a
goal!
That looks like an own goal.
Lamine Yamal again,
and
finds Rafinha, and Barcelona has taken the lead.
Well, good one for Barcelona. What you really expect from Barcelona, and what a way at home, to get more advantage over PSG. I think this might just be the final UEFA Champions League duties for Kylian Mbappe as a PSG player. This is the only trophy that's eluded him at PSG. This is the trophy he really wants to take. And you look at that young Lamine Yamal at the age of 16, the way the guy just mesmerized the ball, holds onto the ball, reminds us of a certain Neymar on the ball. He has almost shared same attributes with the way he carries the ball. Look at the way he comes into the box, to send that ball into no man's land. Unfortunately for Barcelona, there was a Barcelona player there in the Brazilian Rafinha.
He picked
Rafinha and he dropped that, and Rafinha did everything right and put that into the back of the net.
Even Rafinha was lucky, because the ball just came to meet not his right foot that he moved, but the left foot that was on the ground right there. So Lamine Yamal deserves most of the credit for that goal.
And that means Rafinha, home and away, has scored 3 goals against PSG.
Yeah, 3 goals.
In this quarter-final.
Yeah, hat-trick in the already in the home and away fixture. And I think it's Barcelona's game to lose, actually. Even from that result they got from the first leg. Then this is a young PSG team. They are just trying to pick the pieces together from the error in transfer window they've done for, I think, for the last 10 years now. Now they are beginning to, I think they are tilting towards the Man City way now, for building for years before they grew up to that level. You know, they just wanted to jump to that level before. They don't know that football, you need to grow up.
All right. We're having a message here from Osarenye Des Moines. It's a good job, guys. You guys are doing very well. He said, please, can you increase the volume of the commentator? Please, we can see what you can increase.
Yeah, the volume. And our technical guys are listening right there. So I think they will do justice to that by increasing the volume of the microphone right there. So it's PSG with the ball. Thank you for your comments. We appreciate every single one of it. Bacola approaching the final thought, crossing to the box once, but hey, Ter Stegen was there to actually pick that one and pick it up easily right there. So 15 minutes of that encounter at the home ground of Barcelona, not Camp Nou here. It's Barcelona leading 1-0.
Yeah, Barcelona leading 1-0, and the other end is still goalless, and it is Borussia Dortmund who is asking all the question against Atletico Madrid. Hey, a goal here will balance the equation, but it's like Borussia Dortmund looks good to take the day today.
Yeah, they played well in the first leg, and they were unlucky not to get something away at Metropolitano, so they can fancy their chances right there at their home ground.
Yeah, they can fancy their chances. And let's look at Barcelona last lifted the UEFA Champions League trophy to cap Xavi's final game as a player with the club as a team spearheaded by the attacking trident of Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Neymar. You know, they beat Juventus in 2014, 2015. You know, that was when they lifted it. Xavi was still a player. That was when last Barcelona lifted the Champions League.
Yeah, that era was Luis Enrique, the MSN gang. And since then, the trophy has eluded them. It's one trophy that the top clubs in European football are chasing every season. So you get to see the reason why it's very difficult for teams like Arsenal to touch the trophies, because if you have not grown to that level...
What's still this true banter at Arsenal?
No, I'm not saying banter, I'm just analyzing. So, you know, not only Arsenal, even PSG, you know, the teams that thought that it's child's play.
Yes,
so.
No, but when you look at the way they win, even the way Chelsea won the last Champions League, the one they won, nobody thought Chelsea would have won that Champions League.
Yeah,
but
I
they
thought
did.
Chelsea will win.
No, a lot of people.
Because I knew
nobody gave Chelsea the chance.
I knew one thing about the Champions League.
It's my problem with your choice of Solomon. Is the way you generalize for everybody. Just come in, it's your opinion. I was not giving Chelsea the chance of winning. That is just it. You can't say nobody gave Chelsea the chance. It's like you are.
A lot of people did not give Chelsea the chance.
Are you speaking for a lot of people?
Of course, because we discuss it with people, and you know, a lot of with these things we discuss it.
That header was too much weight on that header. And right there, talking about that final, I gave Chelsea the chance. Why? I staked it with my money. Number two, I knew that there is one thing about UEFA Champions League final. Newbies don't win it. One newbie, your first time for getting to the Champions League final, there's none of them that has won it before, that you are getting to the final first time. And those things, even the way Chelsea was playing, Chelsea defeated Man City 2 times, leading to the final.
That was even Chelsea's best season in the UEFA Champions League final.
Yeah.
On their road to the final. Because you look at the number of games, you look at how many goals they conceded in the group, number of goals they scored, and the calibers of teams they defeated on their way to the final. So there's no way you're telling me that a lot of people never expected Chelsea to win. It's just that you and probably some Arsenal fans never expect Chelsea to win. So you don't have to generalize.
All right, and also Atletico Madrid have got to the final 3 times, but they've never won it for once. Yeah. So probably this time around, let's see if they can get to the final again and get it right this time around. And that is the situation, and it is 17 minutes into the first half, and it's still 1-0 in favor of Barcelona in this, and in the other encounter, it's still goalless. We're hoping to see more goals in this encounter. So far, so good. We saw Paris Saint-Germain started very well. I thought probably they were going to take it, but it's like gradually the game is gradually slowing up for them. Barcelona has actually come up again with you know, a very effective way of playing football, but not a dominant style of playing football where you take all the possession. But it is very effective. They've gotten the goal. And that is one of the reasons why most of the Barcelona's fans are not happy with Xavi, because their conventional, cultural style of holding ball, taking all the possession, is not seen in this Barcelona squad.
It's not any realistic fan should be celebrating Xavi. You cannot eat your cake and have it, because you have financial crisis. You can't buy the kind of player that will play that kind of way you want them to play. There are certain talented players that can play that kind of way, and you don't have the money. So you have to resort to the way you can play best, that you can get the result, because result is the most important thing, just to keep the team afloat till the time that the restructuring will take a toll and begin to bet new set of players that can continue that Barcelona era. So it's just about some fans daydreaming right there.
All right, some fans are dreaming, and it's Atletico Madrid trying to build up from the fence now. A cross into the center circle, and a beautiful move there from Atletico. Look at the build up, but hey, it has been recovered by the goalkeeper, and it's going to be a throw-in to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, and in the other end,
to Dortmund.
Sorry, throwing to Dortmund, and in the other end, it's Paris Saint-Germain. You know, try to build up, but they have been dispossessed of the ball, and it is a Barcelona who have taken over, trying to dominate from the left wing, and a cross, and oh, Barcelona in a dangerous situation, a shot, and oh, that would have been the second goal for Barcelona through Lewandowski, but he went high over the crossbar there, and it's going to be a goal kick for Barcelona. You know,
Goal kick to PSG.
Sorry, goal kick to PSG. Sorry for that. So far so good. It's like Mbappe is missing in this encounter.
Yeah, Kubasi has done good work on Kylian Mbappe, and you have to give it to Kubasi when you look at that young 17 years old Spanish international, and that is one thing you have to give, and that is one when you have a manager that knows what it takes to go deep into the academy, knows what the La Masia actually means to Barcelona. You look at the type of product of players who has come through.
I think he's a product of La Masia.
He's also a product. He's also a product of La Masia. So you look at the talent, Yamal, the likes of Gavi, you have now having Kubasi, Pedri, the likes coming through that rank. Femin coming through that rank of La Masia to the Barcelona senior team. It's really, really great thing. 17 years of Kubasi. We saw him against Victor Osimhen when Barcelona played against Napoli, both home and away. At first, we thought it was what's it called, a fluke. Whereas actually, you know, went on to represent Spain at the international level, senior team level at the age of 17. Today, he's hanging up there against Kylian Mbappe and keeping him silent in these games. There's really a lot to expect from that 17 years of kid.
All right, with the way it's going now, we've seen what is unfolding. PSG is like having a 2-0 deficit here to cover up. You know, what do you think Enrique should do now with this, with the crop of player he has in this encounter?
He's building. This is the first season. This is the first phase of their project. And I don't think, because if Enrique was interested in a 1-year project, he would be Chelsea manager.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a project of maybe 3 years or 4 years. So this is the first phase.
He never hides that. He never hides that, and he said it countless times that he is not interested in a short-time project, because he wants time to implement his philosophy. And that's one of the reasons why I would really support Pochettino to remain as Chelsea manager next season, because probably he might also bring in his philosophy. And
I think even if you are sacking Pochettino, that would be unfair to him. Yeah, because I think those technical guys that made those decisions.
Your issue with the technical guys.
Because you know that there are some things that you know that if you want to jump into a river, and you want to if you want to test the depth of a river with both feet, that means you know that anything that comes, you take it like that, because you are just making one decision that you know that you can do go down. Even this Enrique that is rebuilding a project that is just starting from the scratch, they are not all newbies. There's experience. Donnarumma, the goalkeeper, is an experienced player. There's Mercurius in that setup, experienced player. In the midfield, you have experienced players. Even in the forward, you mix it. It's a mix. It's a mix. That's how it works.
All right, that is how it was, and it is PSG now asking another question. But look at that wrong pass there. Barcelona recovered that and crossed. And look, it's like whenever they get the ball, the first person to look at is Rafinha, who has gotten 3 goals. And now it's like the tormentor in chief from the left wing against
Not
me.
really about that. They are just exploiting the wings. It's either Lamine, it's either Rafinha, or even Lewandowski can open up. They are exploiting it right there and trying to take advantage of every space they get. They have very good 2 ball passers in the game today, Pedri and De Jong. So they have eyes, and Gundogan too is a master of the midfield. So that Barcelona midfield, top players are there, and I think they can fasten their chances of getting even further than the semi-final. But facing if they will face Dortmund, I think it will be easier than facing Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. So
Yeah.
So Barcola attacking with the ball cross into the box was deflected off by Jules Koundé, the French international right there. So it's going to be a corner kick to PSG. Paris Saint-Germain is going to be having a corner kick. Trailing 1-0, Ousmane Dembele about to take that free kick right there for PSG. Takes it and cross it, but went for the side netting. And it's going to be a goal kick to Barcelona.
Yeah, goal kick to Barcelona in the 24th minute, up to 24th minute now, in the match between Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. And in that encounter, there is no goal. And it is Atletico Madrid who's asking all the questions here, taking all the attacks to Borussia Dortmund. Let's see if they can go 2 up against them. Though right now it's goalless, 2-1 in first leg. If they can give them like two goals gap, I think it will be putting them in a very difficult situation here. And it is Borussia Dortmund again from the right wing. What did he do? He has a man in him. They went to the line side and they crossed there. But hey, that one has been headed out. But recovered by Dortmund there. Let's see if they can counter here. But hey, they have been stopped from the midfield. The midfield battle is strong. And it is in the other match, it is Paris Saint-Germain who is attacking Barcelona now. This time from the left wing. And it is Mbappe with the ball. He has 2 defenders on him. But hey, he crossed that one. And still, the ball with Paris Saint-Germain. I think that is Dembele with the ball. He has one man on him. He beat. And running into the 18 box, yeah. A cross, but it has been blocked there. And it's going to be
a goal kick.
A goal kick. The referee said a goal kick. And the goal kick.
Yeah, correctly so. The ball came off the PSG player right there, Mendes right there, and went out for that goal kick. So I think PSG need to bring their A game. I think Enrique needs to tweak something a little before it's too late. Already in the 27th minute of the encounter, and I still think the game is still open. It's just for PSG to get 2 goals and come back into it.
Yeah, for PSG to get 2 goals, and it is Borussia Dortmund the other end, with mounting pressure on Atletico Madrid. Can they get the goal here? But hey, still in a dangerous shot there. Oh, that went wide off the crossbar there, and it's going to be a goal kick to Atletico
wide
Madrid.
off the goal post right there. So Dortmund beginning to rise to the occasion, and that was a good attempt. They could have just tried maybe bring it a bit downward. Sabitzer, the former Leipzig midfielder and the Bayern Munich midfielder.
He played at Manchester United last season.
6-month loan deal. So I think if there's one team that can, and this Barcola in the box, touchdown for Mbappe. Oh, that was a good save
from Ter Stegen.
by Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen, the Barcelona captain right there. Really good save right there, because that ball was a very good attempt from him.
Yeah, that was a good attempt from Barcelona there. They should be putting that into the back of the net. And that was another good save from Ter Stegen. I think he's one who's keeping Barcelona in this game already. 2 beautiful saves. But let's see if Barcelona can take advantage of this, counter-attack against PSG. But they finally lost possession of that.
All right, wherever you are watching us from, you can send in your prediction of this match. You stand a chance to win 5,000 naira when you get it right. It's not too late. It's not too late. You have the whole of first half here to send in your prediction, and you stand a chance to win 5,000 naira from Premier Sport Fan Center. And if you are watching us, you are not subscribed yet, please remember to subscribe to Premier Sport Fan Center.
Yeah, so Barcelona with the ball right there. pass to the center circle. De Jong finds Jules Koundé. Koundé returns it back to Ter Stegen. And it's Barcelona trying to dictate the pace of the game. Right now, the 29th minute of that encounter, finds Pedri in the middle. He returns it back to Araujo, the Uruguayan international right there. You can see Barcelona coming up and trying to take the game to PSG. And oh, that was a mistake, and the ball finds Kylian Mbappe.
That should be a penalty.
That should be a penalty.
And the referee says it will be a free kick.
Oh, it's a free kick. And that's the
And a red card.
The
Woo.
red card.
Wow.
My God.
That is Araujo.
But
Kubasi? That's Kubasi.
I'm feeling that that's not a red
No,
card.
that's a red card. If
It is a free kick, it's a red card. If it's a penalty, it's a yellow card.
So let's say there'll be VR check on it, but Kubasi was the last man there.
Yeah, Kubasi was the last man. If it was a penalty, it will be a yellow
He's
card.
not the last man. He's the last man. He's the last man there.
It's Araujo. It's a penalty. I don't know why they are picking it.
From outside the box. Look at
It's
it.
from outside the box.
Listen,
No,
listen.
the foul was outside the box.
Outside the box.
It was outside the box. That was Bracola. That was from outside. That was outside the box. Yeah.
Araujo has been, and he's one of the, we saw him in the last encounter.
This is good. This is going to spell a lot of problem for Barcelona.
Yeah, a lot of
because
problem.
They don't really take
There
a red
is a
card
struggle.
against a PSG team in the first half. But this is also PSG. They are not really in the best of form, and you don't really know what to expect from them. But let's just see if they can take advantage of this. The advantage PSG right now, playing against them and Barcelona, I think having Araujo out of the way is really going to be advantage. Players like
I don't know why they have a test again.
For a player who has experience, I think he should have allowed Bracola move to go straight on goal, because that was the last one. If you're not sliding in and winning the ball cleanly, then there's no point, having all your hands around the player. That is typical. That is a technical foul there. It's a record.
This Araujo should leave the field before the referee gets so furious at him.
Well, and Araujo see arguing with the referee there, but hey, he has to go because the referee has awarded that, and deservedly he has given that red card, and hey, Araujo is going, and it's going to be. We saw him in the last encounter against Paris.
He might not score
He
this.
might not score that attempt
score this.
because Ter Stegen was already. Look at that hand. And I think maybe BARCA will appeal this. Maybe they can get something out. You should be careful because you can't say anything anyhow in front of the fourth official. So, free kick to PSG at this point in time, 32nd minute of that encounter. Ousmane Dembele right there. And I think Fabian right there for PSG about to take this free kick. So let's see. And the cross! Oh, tries to put it over the wall. And it went way off target. And it's going to be a goal kick to FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona is a man down now. Araujo has been given his matching orders right there at that encounter. So it's game on in that encounter. Barcelona still leading 1-0 up and 1 man down. Will they be able to survive this? Shegun, what do you think?
I think yes, Barcelona might just find it hard. This is just the 31st minute. And we still have 1 hour of football to go in this encounter against what's it called? Against PSG. So it's really going to be a lot of problem for Barcelona in this game. Let's just see how much they can hang up in this one. But I expect PSG to take advantage of this and gets the goal going up against Barcelona.
Yeah, so it's PSG with the ball right there, trying to attack with the ball. And Barcelona intercepted that via Jules Koundé, who sends it forward, but was intercepted by Mendes. Fabian Ruiz right there finds Kylian Mbappe approaching the final third, but that was a good clearance. Timely clearance from that Barcelona player right there. So PSG back in possession of the ball right there, moving forward, trying to turn defense into attack. 1 man advantage, and that cross comes into the box, but hey, it was taken easily by Ter Stegen. Now Ter Stegen is the additional man on the field of play. You can see Araujo being surprised by that red card he received. Now Barcelona is 1-0 up and one man down. Wow, it's
One
a
nil
terrible
up and
night.
one man down. And I think Arado will want to flog himself for that. You know, sometimes when you're on the field of play,
We have the
you,
first goal in that game between
And
Dortmund and Atletico Madrid.
just made it one.
wow, that's a beautiful one. Dortmund just a lot of punters have actually predicted Dortmund scoring in this encounter, probably taking the victory. You know, they just need 2 goals here to qualify to the next round. Yeah, and you can see
Wow,
Yamal.
wow, this looks like a wrong substitution from Barcelona. You don't take Lami Yamal out of a game. Though we know that it is needed that they might be needing, what's it called, a defender to come in for Arajo, who was red carded. But taking Lami Yamal, who looks like a major threat for Barcelona, is just a wrong substitution to me. He shouldn't be the one going out. Probably one of the midfielders should be going out, not Lami Yamal.
Yeah, because you know the best form of attack and defense is attack. So removing Lamine Yamal from that setup will encourage PSG players to come at Barcelona, and that might spell doom for them. Really, really. Julian Brandt with that goal in that game between Dortmund and Atletico de Madrid, who will progress from this quarterfinal setup. Hey, the game is evenly balanced now, 2-2 on aggregate. Now is now in no man's land, whereby only the one who wants it the most will get the result today. So it's Dortmund 1, Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, good game of football. Dortmund coming in after losing that some clear-cut chance in the early stages of the game, I think in the second minutes of the game. We've seen Atletico Madrid, also get close to getting a goal, but Morata couldn't put that into the back of the net.
Yeah.
So they have themselves to be blamed, and that is where Borussia Dortmund comes into this encounter. They have crazy players up front there. You have Karim Adeyemi and the likes up front. Those are players who are really, really fantastic on their own day, and they've gotten the first needed important goal in this game. And my money will be on them getting the second goal in this encounter. It's not really looking good for Atletico Madrid as it stands.
Yeah, and now Morata will begin to.
Well, I think
really
he's used to
hit
that.
himself
He's actually used to that.
Yes,
Because right
it's
from the
Chelsea
time, not even Chelsea alone. You look at Real Madrid, you look at his time at Juventus, and you come to Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. He's not the clinical or the most clinical or cleanest of all strikers
yeah, in
that scores
finishing.
of this type of easy goals.
Yeah, so it's PSG with the ball trying to take the game to Barcelona. They have an uphill task to score 2 goals to come back even in this encounter and try to find the third one, and to at least take the day at the home ground of Barcelona, a makeshift home ground for this season, because Camp Nou is under construction right there. You know, they've almost mortgaged a lot of things in FC Barcelona. Just to keep them afloat. Ousmane Dembele dribbled past that and cross into the box, but controlled by Hondogan right there, and a very good clearance straight to Pedri, who is sends that one forward, but no one to chase that. And I think what Barcelona is trying to do is just to sit back, absorb pressure before the halftime.
Well, I think that is really going to be hard for them. Yes, before the halftime, they might actually sit back and suck that pressure. But when you look at the players up front for PSG, these are players who are full of runners. You have Kylian Mbappe, you have Barcola, and you have Ousmane Dembele. These are players that will commit to Barcelona into making more errors at the back. So it takes lots of how can I put it? It takes lots of energy, and you being I forgot that word, but you just have to be conscious at the back, not to make silly errors against this attacking side
Defensive
of PSG. Yes,
awareness,
your
yeah.
awareness has to be top notch.
So it's PSG with the ball. He returns it to Mendes, right there. Mendes trying to push forward the attack because, hey, clock is ticking, time is running, and you remember that time's waiting for no man right there. So if you want to be in the semi-final of this Champions League, you need to show up at every point in time. So that's a free kick to FC Barcelona via Hakimi against Hakimi right there, with that tackle on João Cancelo, the Portuguese international right there. Eloni
from Manchester
Manchester
City. I think
City.
Barcelona should be looking forward to make that deal permanent,
One.
because I don't think he has any spot in the Manchester City squad. There's now surplus to requirements at
Yeah,
Manchester,
Man City.
and he has really showed himself at Barcelona that he is a worthy player that Barcelona can actually call upon since joining them from Manchester City. After that unsuccessful
And
loan.
Dortmund just
That
made
is
it
it.
to.
That is just it.
Wow.
2-0 to Dortmund.
And Ian Mason,
That's
the
Ian
Chelsea
Messi,
Loney,
Loney.
making it to for Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, when
right
it comes to attacking, you have to give it to Ian Mason. Even right
Yeah.
from the time at Chelsea, he's always good on the attacking side of it. I think the biggest problem he had with Pochettino has to be his defensive duties, attributes,
Yeah.
and his height. That is where he had that problem with
And
with
his
it,
age
yes.
too.
And when you look at a
Benchila.
team like Borussia Dortmund, this can be, or they've been, that is the goal for
And
PSG.
PSG has one
And
back.
it's a familiar foe there. Ousmane Dembele, the former Barcelona winger, getting that goal for PSG. That is him scoring home and away against Barcelona right now.
And Kylian Mbappe and Inigo Martinez are already on a yellow card right there. Unnecessary yellow card.
Unnecessary yellow card. And I think that might just be a add-on for Barcelona, because that is a player they just brought in. If we're talking about Iago Martinez,
Yeah.
and you look at the attacking side of PSG, these are players that can frustrate you and make you get that second red card, or
Yeah.
that second yellow card or the red card. Look at Bracola with that cross. He eluded Kylian Mbappe in the box and got straight to Ousmane Dembele, and that is a player, a utility player who is very good with both his left foot and his right foot,
yeah.
and just teach that into the net. Test again had no answers to those questions. Good goal from PSG, and what a way for them to come back into this game. At a point when you were almost talking about Barcelona trying to defend and trying to see if they can defend straight down to the halftime. There's a goal check on that. Let's see if VR is going to remove that. But the check is over. I think that goal should stand.
Yeah, the goal will stand as far as I'm concerned. You can see Araujo.
Yeah, the goal stands, and it's like Barcelona 1, PSG 1.
Yeah, Barcelona 1, PSG 1 in that encounter. Oh, interesting moment still awaits us in this encounter. And I think with the way it's going, it looks like a game that PSG will take.
Yeah,
because
no
if it goes to extra time, Barcelona is
it's
1-1
advantage.
down.
Yeah, Barcelona still have the advantage. They're still leading 4-3 in this game. But I expect PSG to come back into this game. This 10 against 11, they will still have big 4 to 5 minutes to come in the second half. For how long can Barcelona keep on soaking this pressure or holding on to it, not making errors against Ousmane Dembele, Bracola, and Kylian Mbappe through the middle? It's really, really hard for them to, contain those players. But I think when you have a player, that's why I was complaining about them taking out Lamine Yamal in this game. Yes, they still need him. And since taking him out, you look at the attacking side of Barcelona, it has been non-existent in this encounter. They needed a player who can hold on to the ball and commit the PSG defenders. But right now, Rafinha is not really that kind of player who is who is strong on holding the ball and making a big threat against the opponent. Look at what Bacola has been doing on the right side, and look at what Ousmane Dembele has been on the left side. They've been big threat against this Barcelona side. If Care is not taking, they will consider second goal in this first half.
Yeah, they can consider second goal. What is Jules Koundé doing right there? But now clears it out for a throw into PSG right there at the 42nd minute of that encounter. Straight to the Dortmund Atletico de Madrid game right there in Germany. It's Dortmund leading 2-0 in this encounter so far. If it ends like this, Dortmund will be that team that will be going into the next round right there. And that was a good shot from Vitinha of PSG. And there was too much weight on that attempt, and it went way, way, way off target right there. So you can see that line. I think this is the technology that the Premier League
that's the semi-automated offside check.
Offside check, yeah. So you can see that they don't have to start drawing that line again in the Premier League.
And you can see what that goal really means to the PSG team. It really means a lot to them. And I think it might just be a morale booster for the PSG boys coming into the second half. It's still a big second half, no doubt. And you have players who have the experience, technically gifted players, that can give cause Barcelona a lot of problems in the second half. Araujo will just be blaming himself for getting that yellow card, or getting that red card. Sorry, because it was at points when Barcelona were dominating the game. Gotten the first goal already, so there was no point going into that necessary tackle and giving yourself a red card and putting your team in the situation they find themselves right now.
Really, really bad one for Araujo right there. You can see that foul on Rafinha. And Julian Racing is now on the yellow card for Borussia Dortmund right there. And you can see that Atletico Madrid has a free kick at the 44th minute of that encounter. Griezmann with this one crossing to the box, long one deep. Oh, went out of play, and it's going to be a goal kick to Dortmund at this point in time. So 44th minute in that game between Barcelona and PSG, and the finds Fabian Luiz, who plays forward, Kylian Mbappe, who finds Barcola, who has been on fire today, cuts into defenders, cuts back, plays that shot. Oh, that went way off target, and it's going to be a goal kick to FC Barcelona. Now Barcola is now showing that is the difference.
Yeah, he's actually the
between
difference.
the first leg
He's
and
actually
second
the
leg.
difference between the first leg and the second leg. He has really been an handful player for the Barcelona backline in this encounter, especially Kounde going up against him.
Yeah.
He has enjoyed himself, getting a lot of dribbles over the Barcelona right back in this game. They really need to find a way to contain him. But the problem with containing Barcola is when you're containing Barcola, you are opening more spaces for Kylian Mbappe, who will take advantage of that, because he just needs one-on-one against Ter Stegen to make this game, balance.
Yeah, so, and you know that Mbappe himself can draw 3 to 4 players himself right there. So it's a free kick to FC Barcelona. The referee says there will be 3 minutes additional time in that encounter at the Barcelona home ground right there in Catalonia. Some say Catalonia right there in Spain. So that's a yellow card to Fabian Luiz right there. And if PSG too is not careful, they might be getting that red card
I think
too.
they have to be careful. Fabian Ruiz getting that unnecessary yellow card. These are the kind of things you complain about at this position, on this position on the pitch. Oh, I think that's to be that yellow card has to be for the foul on Kubasi there. You have to be careful going into other tackles. At a point when your team has an advantage, you don't want to overturn that advantage and turn things equal. You still need a goal. It's still Barcelona at advantage here, leading 4-3 against PSG, and they are currently playing at home. If this game remains like this till the 70th minute, and then you might actually fancy Barcelona's chances of making it through to the semi-final.
Yeah, and it's still early days in the game. There's still a whole 45
Look at that.
minutes.
It was so crazy. It was so crazy taking out Lamine Yamal in this
Yamal.
game. He was the link to that goal.
He was left with 3 guys up front. He had to take one. Rafinha.
I think Rafinha should have been the player going out.
What?
Yeah, you might look at experience that is the reason why you're leaving Rafinha on the pitch. But when it comes to being potent, or you being the presence or the man to go to for your team, I think I'll go through with Lamine Yamal.
And
That is a player that
go
can create a
through
lot
with,
of chances, and that is a
Lamine
player
Yamal too.
that can draw a lot of fouls on himself in
And
the
he
game.
can draw guys to himself
Yeah.
Also to free up space for Lewandowski to operate that long ball forward straight to Donnarumma right there.
Yeah.
So it's PSG that is back in possession of the ball.
Yeah, PSG in possession of the ball, and it is 45 minutes regulation time over in the other encounter. The match between Dortmund versus Borussia Dortmund, 2 minutes additional.
Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid.
Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. 2 minutes additional time was added, and the referee just signaled the end of the first half in that encounter. But in the other match, it is still PSG who is asking all the question. Oh
my God.
That was a beautiful cross.
How did Ousmane Dembele lose that?
I don't really expect him losing that. A big player, a player who is very good with his 2 foot, should be putting that into the back of the net.
What is that?
Wow,
That was a close one. And
Yeah,
that is one of the
it
things we're
shouldn't be
saying.
going
The
there.
Barcelona
You roof
defenders,
it.
they really need to be careful against this guy.
And they need to check the
Mhm.
runs of Barcola.
Yeah.
That is the main effect today. Usman Dembele has been kept quiet, but Barcola has been doing all the running and the crosses right there. So I think anytime from now, proceedings will be paused at that Barcelona makeshift home ground right there. And it's going to be halftime anytime from now at that stadium. Barcelona 1, PSG 1. Currently in that encounter on aggregate, Barcelona is leading 4 goals, 2-3 right there. And still in play with Barcelona trying to build up, but a lost possession to Fabian Ruiz, who has lost it again. And cleared by Juskunde, headed out by Pedri right there. And it's still PSG that is back in possession of the ball. And 4th minute of additional time, almost up in that encounter. I think the referee has decided to add additional.
I think any moment from now we might be having that halftime whistle because yes, that is the throw-in. Probably after this throw-in we should be having a halftime whistle.
Yeah, I think the goal celebration and other things.
And the red card, the
and
VR check also.
yeah, added to it. But I think the 3 minutes was okay. Extending it to almost 5 minutes now is what
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
just trying to-
he's still enjoying the game, no doubt.
Yeah. So PSG are back in possession. Sends it forward right there. 5th minute of additional time is being played already, and Barcelona lose possession in a dangerous area. Barcola finds Kylian Mbappe, who sets up Fabian Ruiz cross into the box, but was blocked by Kubasi. That shining light. You know, it defends like he is in his prime already
I
at
don't think he's still
17.
17 years. That's just that age, and the maturity, the way he plays, the way
Goes
the way he
into
carries
tackles,
the
yeah.
game, the way he goes into tackles, the kind of players he has, old, quiet in this game. I
Yeah.
really love to see him against the Real Madrid players in the El Clasico.
Yeah.
It's really going to be another interesting game. No
Yeah.
doubt, he's a big talent, no doubt.
Yeah, and 17-year-old Kubasi Pau also started as Barca kept their 14 clean sheets in La Liga this season. And he has not looked overawed by playing in the Champions League. You see, Kubasi made more line-breaking passes than any other Barca player in the first leg, that is 13, with Arsenal, William Saliba, who is having 32. The only player to better his total of 27 since his Champions League debut on 12th March. A very young player, and he has done so well in the back line.
Yeah, getting those kind of good passes up forward and wasn't part of the setup for the group stage. And the Saliba that is ahead of him was part of the group stage, played more number of games. So you can talk about the way he has controlled his defensive line. And I think he is one of those marquee players that is responsible for the improvement in form of FC Barcelona. You can see those days where I think earlier this year where fans were calling for the head of Xavi and decided that, oh, you call him ahead, I'm going to leave. And he said he's leaving now, and Laporta is now beginning to. But Laporta,
I think probably they've seen that there's not really, they have their own problem talking about Barcelona. The money, the issue is still there. They've not been able to balance their books. It's not like they have an issue with FFP. It's not FFP issue this time around, but they have to balance their books. Yes, it has to be the wage cap in what's it called in La Liga.
Yeah.
So they have to balance their book. The money is there, but they can't really spend it because they are not making that much money.
Yeah.
So looking at it, I think it's really going to be a big mess should they allow Xavi Hernandez to leave from Barcelona, because this is someone who understood what it takes to be the manager, what it takes to be a Barcelona person, and it's one. There's this kind of momentum, there's this kind of belief, or there's this kind of how can I put it, that you feel when you look
Confidence.
confidence there, you see when you feel when you have someone who is embedded in that club
Yeah, La
philosophy.
Masia, yeah.
That is what you get when you have Xavi Hernandez on the
Someone
bench for
understand.
Barcelona. So
Yeah.
I think it's really going to be a big mess should they allow him leave. He needs to stay. He is a fantastic manager. We've seen what Xabi Alonso has done with Bayern Leverkusen, and this is someone who has just won the league with Barcelona last season. Even with this not perfect Barcelona squad,
Yeah.
so there's still much to achieve. Let him just get Barcelona on the right path. That is just it.
And the Barcelona fans, I don't think they are really realistic with the situation on ground. They don't have that financial capacity to keep up with that play the way they play. Because look at Man City that is keeping it up. They are spending massively. Even Bayern Munich that doesn't love to spend before is now spending, getting again for 100 million. So for you to keep up with that pattern, you need to spend. You can't escape it. And Barcelona's financial status can't afford them that right now. So you have to make do. They say when they have a desirable is not available, the available will become desirable. So in this case, that is the situation on ground. Whatever is available is what Xavi Hernandez, that is working with. So I think they should really celebrate him more than
When it
criticize.
comes to fans, I think it has to be psychoanalytic issue.
Yeah.
Because when you have your Eid, which is the first stage of it, you have that belief that yes, we can achieve this based on what has been happening. Then later reality checks in.
Check, yeah.
That's what we call super. That's what we call the ego
Yeah.
situation, when the reality checks in and you feel like, oh, okay, probably let's just have him. Let's see if we can push. But later, you
Yeah.
have to have that fight between your
Rethink,
id
yeah.
and your ego, which gets
Yeah.
to the super ego, whereby you have that rethink and psychologically you feel like, okay, let us
Yeah.
settle for what we have. So it's just what happens in the head of every football fans. Even as Chelsea fans, we don't really know we are not really in the best time of it all.
Yeah.
But we have that belief that yes, we are
Tomorrow
still
will
good.
be
Tomorrow
alright.
is still okay.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans knows that they are not good enough to win the league, but they still have that belief,
Not
and they
just
still
the league
they
and the
still believe that
Champions League.
every player in their starting 11 is the best player
Is
in the
best
world.
player. And the elephant usually fall from the tree, right?
All right,
We'll see that tomorrow. We'll see that
Yeah.
tomorrow.
all right.
No, that's-
Let's debate a little bit. Yesterday we saw Bayern Leverkusen won the Bundesliga.
Day before
The
yesterday.
day before yesterday, yeah, they won the
2 days
Bundesliga,
ago.
and with unbeaten run, joining the
the league is not done, so we can't call it unbeaten yet. The
As
league
in
is not done. There's still about 5 games to go.
But it's over now. They've already won it.
they've
won
won
the
it,
league,
yeah,
but
the
not
season
unbeaten.
is still on.
The
Okay,
season
not
is-
unbeaten.
the
Okay,
season
okay,
is still on.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
if
okay,
they finish the season,
yeah, yeah.
that will confirm.
Okay, so far
they're
but they
unbeaten.
won it
Ye-
unbeaten.
Yeah,
Three matches
they are
unbeaten.
currently unbeaten.
Yeah.
But we don't know if they will be unbeaten for the rest of the season.
In all
so-
games, 43 match unbeaten with 5 draw, 38 was straight victory.
Yeah, equal
That
the
was-
record
yeah.
of Juventus
Yeah.
and for the 2000 downward teams, and it's a good one for Bayer Leverkusen. If you look at the way they play, especially the inverted right back and the left back, and the way the fitness level, you have to give their fitness coach a lot of credit, because those guys are very fit. Once they lose the ball, 4-3-4-2 players are already on you to get the ball back. And once they get the ball back, they make it difficult for you to get it. And you have to look at the way they play without Boniface and with Boniface. You will notice that since Boniface came back, they are beginning to get goals part time. When he left, they were struggling. There were games that they had to rush back towards the end of that game, especially Karabakh right there, home and away. And I think one other game in the league, I've forgotten that team right now, that they were leading, they were losing 1-0. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, you could remember.
We thought
We
maybe,
turned, and
yeah.
they turned things around 2-1 at the end of the day. So when you look at it, you have to give Xabi Alonso a lot of credit. And they've named the street approaching Bayer Leverkusen Stadium after Xabi Alonso.
Shebo, what's your own opinion? Xabi Alonso not wanting to leave Bayer Leverkusen with the invite we are getting from big clubs.
Yeah,
like
it's,
Liverpool and the
it's,
rest of
it's
them.
always better you don't jump the ship,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
this is a team that you still have you can still be in your comfort zone for the next 3 seasons. Forget Bayer Leverkusen winning the league. coming into next season, winning the league will still be their major priority. It will be just one ending good and stay up, and probably if it's possible, win the league again. Rather than you taking that big step, moving to a team like Liverpool or Real Madrid of this world, where you might have it bad within the first 6 months, and the sack is the next thing. So why not just stay where you are being praised, whereby you the accolade is the high, whereby they still see you as a mini god, and just enjoy it while it lasts. It's just won the league, the first league in their history. Why not just enjoy the old moment? I remember was it called Steven Gerrard leaving a good Rangers after winning the league to join was it called Aston Villa. We know how that ended at Aston Villa. Look at Steven Gerrard today. He can't make it back to a big club, and not just Steven Gerrard alone. Even Graham Potter, the likes of what's it called, AVB, that is Andre Villas-Boas, making those big moves. And at the end of the day, it's not really worth it. So it's good for him to just stay at Bayer Leverkusen, where the pressure is not really much on him.
And I think that he's still growing. How many egos does Leverkusen have? When you talk about big clubs, you talk about player ego. It is one thing to be good on the field. It is another to be able to manage ego. And I think that was the issue Thomas Tuchel had at Bayern Munich. He doesn't really have that capacity. He had that same issue at PSG, managing ego. So for you to be a successful manager, you need to learn, in these big clubs, you must learn how to manage ego and how to be tactically sound. So I think the combination of both is more difficult than just the tactical brilliance he has shown at Bayer Leverkusen. So I think he made the right decision. Anyone that advised him really has his best intention at heart, because he really needed to stay, learn, and grow. So he's still a young coach. So he can still afford to spend 3-4 years at Bayer Leverkusen. Stretch that success. Make sure, and one of the reasons why he extended is that they are going to keep the best Boniface, Wales, and I think it's 1 or 2 more players that are important in that squad, that they are going to keep them, so that I think next season they want to challenge for the Champions League. And it's very possible if you look at the way they play. They are one hell of a team. Honestly, they are one. Xabi Alonso did a great job with that team. Fighting relegation from last season, less than 2 years, winning the league. That's the story of Leicester City, and it has repeated itself in Bayer Leverkusen. Maybe a Spanish club should start thinking. Girona would have done that this season, but they couldn't stay up.
They folded when they needed to stay on their feet.
Yeah, they lost gas right there, and I think it's due to they don't have enough depth.
Sure.
Why not having depth now? They've sold their best player to Man City again. So I think it's going to be a very, very good time for Alonso at Bayer Leverkusen. All marriages in football between coach and teams mostly will end sooner rather than later.
All right, let's come back to the match. Let's quickly look at the statistics of this match. Is PSG again who dominated possession in this first half of this encounter? 59 to 41 ball percent against Barcelona. Then goal attempt, 11 goal attempt for PSG and just 2 for Barcelona. Shot on goal, 2 for PSG, 1 for Barcelona. Corner kick, 4 corner kick for PSG and none for Barcelona. So do we say it's the red card that has actually, to some extent, caused this, kind of statistics for Barcelona?
Yeah, of course. Red card will affect games like this, because when you look at it, you look at a situation whereby the game was evenly balanced. I think Barcelona was even dominating before the red card, and immediately the red card happened, it switched to PSG right there. And I think it would have, if I was the coach of Barcelona, I won't make that substitution in the first half, because if the Barcelona setup can keep the ball away from PSG, they won't have to defend.
Yeah, they won't have to defend at all.
So I think it's just one thing, that things that happen in football. We've seen Chelsea get a red card in the semi-final of the Champions League, and still later qualified to the final and won it in a very, very mind-blowing way.
All right, let's look at those on the bench for both sides. For Barcelona, we have Marcos Alonso, Astralaga, Casado, Fort, Gulu, John Felix, Lopez, Pena, Romeo, Torres, Ferran Torres. Then we have Victor Roque. So with the situation Barcelona found themselves, Shegu, what do you think Xavi should do now with what he have on the bench?
It's really going to take luck. I don't really look onto his bench, and I think he has made the first error. I think the only player on that bench that might come in, and if God is on his side, or if the God of soccer is on his side, might just be João Felix.
Yes,
That is a player who might come in and make a lot of difference. Maybe Rafinha. I'm going out for João Felix in this game. Anything else than that, it's going to take a miracle for Barcelona to keep it this safe.
But I still think that in this kind of game, I would have tilted towards bringing out Lewandowski, because when you are playing one man down, you exert more energy from the other players. So Lewandowski is in his old legs right now. I don't think he can exert that energy. So I think instead of even Lami Yamal or Rafinha, Lewandowski could have left the pitch, but you know the ego. He won't want to be the man asked for that situation. Maybe if they are cool down till halftime and talk to him during the break, maybe they could have withdrawn him from the game.
Yeah, let's see if they will be, if the second half is going to be another situation for them, because we've seen teams that plays with 10 players and at the end of the day gets that victory. So I think Barcelona might just be one of them is also in the second half. They have a lot of experience on the side. You have the likes of João Felix, you have the goalkeeper Ter Stegen, you have Lewandowski, who is another brutal player in front of goal. So let's see if they can actually monster that big momentum that they need in the second half. They have a lot of players that can actually come to the party for them. Gundogan is also on the pitch. Those are players that can make that difference for Barcelona.
All right, the second half in the first encounter, the other encounter, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid has resumed. And any moment from now, the match between Barcelona versus PSG will also resume. But let's quickly look at the bench of Paris Saint-Germain. You have Asensio, Berardo, Colomani. Yeah, Colomani. Yeah, then you have Lee Kangin, Mukele, Navas, Pereira, Ramos, Skriniar, Sola, Tunas, and Urgelte. That is the bench for Paris Saint-Germain. Do you see any of these people coming in? Any of this player?
Yeah, the players will come in, especially when you talk about Colomboane, Asensio with his experience in the UEFA Champions League. Also, Gatti in the midfield, and Ramos. Maybe you can shine the light on them up front right there. So there are guys who can come up in this game and do the needful. But it is still going to be a long night for Barcelona. If they can defend for the remainder of this game, it will be in their favor, because it's one uphill task right now.
All right, the missing player in this encounter, Balde for Barcelona. Then Christensen, due to yellow cards, is also absent. He's not going to be playing today. And Gavi, then Roberto. Those are the missing players.
Yeah, Gavi injured, Balde injured too, but Christensen and Sergio Roberto are on suspension, yellow card accumulation. Yeah, so they will be missed. Will there be hugely, because
immediate response there from that is
Atletico Madrid just put one in, and it is a balanced game. Yeah,
it's not a balanced game yet. It's still 2-1 and 2-2-1. That's
the game
3-3.
Yeah, it's
3-3 on aggregate.
right now.
Yeah.
So good goal from Atletico Madrid. This is what they needed coming into the early stages of the second half. Unfortunate one goal there from Matt Hummels, a player who has a lot of experience. That is not one of the players we'd have expected to put that into the back of the net against his team. But fortunately, that is going into the back of the net. Good lift there from that PSG player.
I think the goalkeeper was going for it already.
The goalkeeper was going for it already. Probably the goalkeeper actually relaxed, thinking that Hummels was going to clear that away from the goalpost. But that went straight into the back of the net for Atletico Madrid equalizer.
Yeah, so it's 2-1 right there at the Dortmund Stadium right there in Germany. So game 1 in that encounter, Dortmund 2, Atletico de Madrid 1. Also 1-1 in that game between FC Barcelona and PSG Football Club right there. And just a quick reminder that the away goal rule has been chopped off from the UEFA Champions League. So it's just going to be an aggregate addition to see who will progress into the next round of the competition. So it's PSG with the ball. Hakimi finds Vitinha, who returns it back to that defender, plays it to the center circle, sets it to Barcola, the terror-in-chief against Barcelona. So finds his teammates in the middle. Is now PSG trying to find space around the Barcelona setup right there. So 48 minutes of that encounter, still Barcelona 1, PSG 1.
Yeah, Barcelona 1, PSG 1. And Dortmund, Borussia Dortmund trying to go up again. Opportunity for Borussia Dortmund, hey. But that one has been cleared out. But hey, back to the Borussia Dortmund player. They would decide to go to the right wing and they cross into the 18 box. But hey, so comfortable for the defense of the Atletico Madrid to control that one. But still again, recovered again for the second time at Borussia Dortmund inside the 18 box. And oh, that is going to be a goal kick. Yeah. And you can see the defender congratulating themselves for that beautiful job done.
And it's Ian Mason with that run into the box. Oh, played it on him right there. And you just have to give it to Ian Mason. Since he joined Dortmund, he has really, really improved his squad.
Yeah, a fantastic player even before getting to Dortmund. Just that the chances were not coming in for him at Chelsea. And like he said during one of the interviews.
My God, that was a deflected shot by Hakimi. But Ter Stegen was up to the task. Look at it. He almost got himself.
He almost spilled that into the back of his neck.
Spilled it. Look, he was going the opposite way. He just had to react with his left hand. So corner kick taken quickly, and Barcelona finds Vitinha at the front of the box. So plays it, controls it. Barcola plays that one, but hey, Ter Stegen takes that one easily. So Kylian Mbappe down holding his knee, but the ref is playing on at this point in time in that encounter. So it seems there will be a foul play, fair play. Sorry, right
that should be a fair play.
Yeah, look at Barcola.
Oh, he didn't get the hit very well there.
He didn't get it very well right there.
And it's Atletico Madrid attacking, trying to go top for the first time in this encounter. But hey, to the right wing, they shot there. But hey, it's going to be a goal kick to Dortmund.
Yeah, that was a good attempt from DePaul right there, trying to chip to the second post, but he couldn't get the desired touch on that ball right there. So it's still PSG attacking in the box. Barcola has been dispossessed by Jules Koundé, and I think that's a foul on Roberto Lewandowski right there, and I think Lewandowski will be getting a yellow card.
I think it should be the second yellow card. Is that the second yellow card?
Let me confirm that.
I don't think so. If it's the second yellow card, he would have received his matching order. Oh, that's an elbow to the head of Lucas Hernandez. Right there, the former Bayern Munich defender. So, yellow card to Roberto Lewandowski at this point in time. And free kick taken quickly by PSG. Still with the ball, trying to find space and time to actually operate through the lines of the Barcelona defensive setup.
Yeah, and it's PSG asking all the question. Hey, you can see the seriousness, and it is a cross there from Mbappe, but it has been blocked and headed out, and recovered again by the PSG players. Dembele would decide to go back to his goalkeeper. And that is the situation there. And in the other encounter, it's Dortmund who's attacking, but hey, they won a throw-in in that encounter.
Yeah, game on in that encounter, Dortmund against Atletico Madrid. Finds his defender at the centre back, set it back to the goalkeeper right there. And finds his teammate towards the right-hand side of the defense. Is Dortmund trying to call out the Atletico guys, but hey, PSG in dangerous area. And that shot from Fabian Ruiz, couldn't get
You
his
have to
shot.
look at it now
target.
that PSG are creating a lot of chances, but putting it into the back of net has really been a problem for them in this second half. We've seen what's it called, Osman Dembele also losing a clear-cut chance, almost like this.
And
when
they
lost
did
by
this too in
Fabian
the
Ruiz.
first leg.
Yes, so they have to
Losing
start scoring
chances.
these chances. We are getting close to the 60th minute. If you're not getting the second goal, it's really going to be a lot of problem for them in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of problem for them in this game. They've actually woken up and they look more
Dangerous.
dangerous in this second half than the Barcelona side. And remember, Barcelona is one man down. Arroyo, one of the top defender for Barcelona, is out, and it's becoming so difficult for Barcelona to stand the attack. But I think with the substitution made by Xavi to some extent, but I'm not too comfortable with everything.
Yeah, it's not about being comfortable. It's about what is needed per time.
Yeah.
And when you look at what is needed, Barcelona needs to shelf that defense. And they are not really playing that low blocks the way they ought to, because they are allowing PSG time and space in the box, and that might prove really, really dangerous for Barcelona Football Club. So, 53rd minute of that encounter, Barcelona 1, PSG 1, Ousmane Dembele cross into the box. That was cleared out by Kubarsi, that shining light at the age of 17 right there. So, PSG still with the ball, returns it back, and Lucas Hernandez with the ball right now, who finds Mendes. Mendes finds Ousmane Dembele. Bercola, passed the ball to Vitinha, who finds Mendes. Mendes returns it to Fabian Ruiz, who cuts back, finds Mendes. Mendes with the ball right there, finds Kylian Mbappe, who finds Vitinha. Vitinha straight to Ousmane Dembele with that cross, where it was blocked, and it's going to be a corner kick.
It's going to be a corner kick. Shegu, don't you think this is the time Barcelona need to play low blocks and maybe probably look for a way to counter against PSG?
This is the early stages of the second half. I won't really advise them playing low blocks in the early stages of the second half. Probably when you get to the likes of 75 minutes, then you can think or choose to defend, because that is around the time PSG will also,
and it's a goal!
And that is the goal. 2-2 right now, and it's advantage 4-4 right now on aggregates.
Yeah. So 4-4.
Vitinha
right there. And I think after this result,
and here is where the problem starts for Barcelona, because Kylian Mbappe still has a goal in this game also.
so he wants to look for his own goal right there. So it's game on in that encounter. PSG now leading 2-1. Now the two teams has given us 3 goals each. I think we are continuing from where we started.
Let's continue from where they stop, and look at that shot from outside the 18 box, and he beat Ter Stegen. It was probably he had the ball because it was well placed. The ball was well placed, and even when he stretched himself, he didn't get that one. And it is Barcelona who want to respond immediately through the left wing there, and now still into the 18 box, and a chance for Barcelona to go there, and that would be the best chance here, and this is Gundogan who took that shot, but it's going to be a goal kick to Paris Saint-Germain. I expected them, sometimes I wonder why teams will have to wait until you score them before you see them coming out to try get a goal in a counter like this.
Yeah, when you look at it, it's not as if they just want to do what they did, but you have to react in football. In football, when you concede a goal, the next 5 minutes you expect your opponent to come at you. So that's just the rhythm of the game.
I think the record was is actually the turning point of this game between Barcelona and PSG. That record is looking like the manager himself has also gotten himself sent off in this game. Or was it a yellow card to him? Let's see what he was giving. I think it's a record. It's a record. A record to Xavi. Oh, that was frustration.
That was frustration right there. And it deservedly got his matching orders. So
red card.
Yeah, red
Xavi
card to
and
Xavi.
Now going from bad to worse for Barcelona.
Yeah, he couldn't control his temper. And it should be an example to the guys on the field. Cross into the box, find Ter Stegen active right now and gets the ball. Still 4-4 on aggregate. Let's see if PSG will be able to really do the needful in this game and get that one goal right there. So it's 57th minute of that encounter. PSG leading 2-1 at that home ground of FC Barcelona. And I think it was right for UEFA to remove the away goal rule, because home and away don't really exist again in football.
Well, I don't really think. Oh, that was not header there from Barcelona. It was straight into the hands of the goalkeeper there. I think that was a weak header there from Lewandowski there.
Yeah, that's a weak header, and it's Barcelona again with the ball from the defense, now beating up. But that was a wrong pass there, recovered by PSG. And as you can see, 3 PSG man into the team box, but into the hands of Ter Stegen. And we fancy for them to start all over again. We've seen pressure from Mbappe, but yet to get a goal in this encounter.
Yeah, yet to get a goal in this encounter. Ter Stegen plays a long one forward for Lewandowski to chase and Rafinha, but they couldn't get to that ball right there. So Fabian Ruiz with the ball right now, pushing forward. Really PSG coming at Barcelona. Barcola in the box, cuts back, finds Vitinha. Vitinha finds Ousmane Dembele, and Cancelo slide out that ball, and
that might just be a penalty.
And that might be a penalty right there.
And you can see the protest even from the players outside the
it might be a VR check, but yes, I think that's been given. That's been given as a penalty. That was a penalty, and that is a penalty any day. It was sold that foul by Ousmane Dembele. That was an unnecessary tackle from a player like João Cancelo. You expect him to have that experience, and it's all going from bad to worse for Barcelona. Having Araujo sent off in the first half, having the manager Xavi Hernandez sent off in the second half, and now João Cancelo is giving out an unnecessary penalty. And it's advantage on PSG right now. They have the chance to go ahead of Barcelona for the first time in this game. And
that's a penalty. That's a penalty.
I don't know what they're calling. I don't know what they're shouting for there.
Yeah, I don't know. He knew that he didn't get. Look at the president of PSG right there. And the referee has given the penalty, and this penalty to PSG. He's their penalty taker. So, of course, he will take that penalty. So, let's see if Kylian Mbappe can get this one into the back of the net. Ter Stegen in goal. What can he do? 68th minute. This is a short time for Barcelona to concede 2 goals in the second half. I don't know what they were doing, because a stronger team could do better from a one-man down situation.
Yeah.
A stronger team can do better, but we've not seen Barcelona bring any fight. I was thinking probably would have changed the tactics, to make it more effective. Good defend, put up some men up front to counter them. But they got the goal, and they've put themselves in a very tight situation right now. And it's Mbappe there to take the penalty. Mbappe versus Ter Stegen. Let's see if Mbappe will register his name among those who have scored 1, 2, 3. He take that shot, and it's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain. They've gone up again.
Yeah, all the dancing.
Only to still consider that goal. Well, it's great. It's great. This is how you take advantage of a crazy error or mistake by your opponent. That red card to Araujo was a crazy red card for Barcelona, and at home right now they are losing 3-1 against PSG. It's advantage PSG now because they've turned the game.
And it's a goal at Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid considered another goal. Getting 2 goals in the second half. My God. And
the whole story is gradually changing right now. Atletico Madrid now made it 2-2, and on aggregate, it is 3-4. And the match between Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona, it's 3-1, and on aggregate, it's what? On aggregate now?
On aggregate, 4-3.
4-3, yeah. 4-3. So,
Atletico de Madrid.
yeah, so both sides, there is a team leading here. And if it ends like this, there's not going to be extra time in this encounter.
And you know, Dortmund is the junior brother of Arsenal. Bottling things. They know how to bottle. Look how they bottled the league last season too. So they know how to bottle things, and that has been their testimony.
I've seen that substitution. It looks like it's Ferran Torres who was withdrawn in by the Barcelona coaching crew. You know, without Xavi Hernandez on the bench right now after getting his matching order from the referee.
And that's a yellow card to Mercurius. And Mercurius, the captain of PSG, right there, now playing on a yellow card in that encounter.
Right, and that is the situation wherever you are watching us from. You can identify where you're watching us from. And don't forget to subscribe to Premier Sports Fan Center here. And it's a free kick and against Paris Saint-Germain.
So free kick to PSG at the 63rd minute of that encounter. So who stands next to it? I think that's Gundogan. Gundogan plays the short one, controls it. Oh, that was a needed clearance by Barcola right there. Ferran Torres.
I think that first touch was actually heavy there. That was what let him out there. That was a good free kick routine there from Gundogan. I think that first touch let him down. Probably he should have taken a snapshot almost immediately.
And Gundogan about to take the corner kick right there. You can see Kubasi going at Mendes right there. And you can see Donnarumma.
Or they like,
young boy, just screaming. So Gundogan about to take that corner kick. You know, the spirit of sportsmanship in the game. You just have to love one another on the field of play. Plays it into the box. Headed out by that PSG player. And still Barcelona back in possession. Rafinha with the ball. Who finds his teammate, and it's Barcelona in the box with that one down the right, and the referee says is a free kick. Wow. I think
you can see the Barcelona players wants a penalty for that. Let's say that again if that was actually a penalty. No, I think
it's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
I don't really think
There
was a contact. Look at
that was a soft one. Look at that again. That was a soft one, not a penalty.
That was
That was a body check there.
No, it's a penalty.
Look at the left leg of Vitinha.
That's not a penalty, no doubt.
Well, let's see.
That's it, there's got to be VR check on that.
There is supposed to be a VR check on that. It should be a penalty. There was a good contact there, and I'm sure the VR have to call on it at the referee's
I think another red card.
So
Wow, this referee is not having any of it at all. Another red card.
It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. That was a body check.
And he yellow carded Gundogan too. Wow. Tonight is going to be lit. You know, the referee just spending the cards right there. So it's going to be a goal kick to PSG right there. Donnarumma, the Italian goalkeeper, plays it short for his teammates right there. Long clearance straight to Barcelona. And I think if Barcelona has taken the game to PSG like this, even with that one man down, I don't think they would have considered two.
Yes, they won't have considered 2 goals because they really went below the radar after getting that red card in this game, which is really bad for them. You don't defend them fully against a team like PSG. Look at the attack and the midfield of PSG. There are a lot of attacking-minded players. It's about what time are they going to get that second goal? And they took their time, opened up Barcelona, peeled them apart, and got those 2 goals and the second goal and the third goal.
Yeah, so it's game on in that encounter. Dortmund 2, Atletico de Madrid 2, right there at the Germany. That shot deflected off the crossbar right there. So it's going to be a corner kick to Dortmund right there in that encounter, straight to the game between Barcelona and PSG. Barcelona and PSG right there. PSG taking the game to FC Barcelona right there in this encounter. So PSG with the ball right there, pass the ball to Lucas Hernandez. It's a game that is well balanced. Now PSG taking the lead. It's advantage PSG.
Yeah, advantage PSG, and they want to put all the pressure on Barcelona. Now they're dominating from the midfield. Now going to the left side of the field, and you can see the Barcelona player just watching, and there is no urgency in this encounter. The Paris Saint-Germain are so comfortable with the score line so far, and if it ends like this, it is PSG who will go to the semi-final. And in the other encounter, it is 2-2 in that encounter, but if it ends like this, on aggregate, it is 3-4. It is Atletico Madrid who will be in the semi-final. But it is not over yet, because this is just the 67th minute of the encounter. Barcelona are still playing one man down against Paris Saint-Germain in this minute. And they need to come to their A game to get a goal here to put themselves in a comfortable position in this encounter.
Yeah, so PSG with the ball finds Fabian Luiz, who gives it to Hakimi. Hakimi finds Ousmane Dembele, who crossed the ball.
And
Dortmund! And Dortmund is back. Dortmund 3, Atletico de Madrid 2. Really awesome time.
Yes, lot of goals in that account time. I think it's all tied again in that account time. Let's see if one of those two teams will get that victory in the last 90 minutes of those games. There's still a lot of minutes to be played in that game in Germany. And as you can still fancy one of them getting late victories or late dramas in this account time.
Yeah, I think dramas, we are bound in that fixture. And that cross, look at that header. That was a beauty. Look at that cross. And look at that beautiful header. Stretch Oblak. And any goal that goes past Oblak, that will be a good attempt, because it's one shining light in European football for years now. Look at that header. He had no chance. So at Dortmund right there, leading 3-2, Atletico de Madrid, now 4-4 on aggregate. So it's game on in that encounter. It's not down to the wire. Who wants it more will have it at this point in time. You can see Christensen talking to Sergio Roberto right there. So it's PSG with the corner taken quickly, finds Fabian Ruiz, who sends it back to Vitinha. Vitinha with the ball right now, who finds Mendes. Mendes straight to Barcola, the tormentor-in-chief of the Barcelona team right here in their home ground. Makeshift home ground right there. And Barcelona trying to attack with the ball. Look at how they are losing
from advantage situations. This is not Barcelona. This is a Barcelona player. Looks like the Barcelona squad or the team are actually waiting for the end of the 90 minutes so they can actually prepare for next season's UEFA Champions League. They have their Clasico to come. I think that's their next game.
Yeah.
So I think they might be looking forward to that. This game is not really looking like a balanced game. It's not looking like a game that might be going to Barcelona way, except miracles happen. And I guess the run of play, they get to go.
Yeah, and it can happen because we are seeing a PSG team that can bottle things. Distance younger brother of Arsenal, but not the close one like Dortmund. They bottle, they bottled the lead also.
And Dortmund went up again.
4-2. Wow. 10 goals. In this second leg already.
Crazy sees that stadium already. And good goal there. He actually beat All Black from distance there. Good goal for Borussia Dortmund. At the point they were looking like the team. They had this game covered in their hands already, 2-0 before losing those 2 goals advantage. But having 2 goals advantage back with about 18 or 17 minutes to go is still a good one for them. And it's looking like the Germans might just be marching through to the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Look at how calmly Sabitzer took that one. And
this is not the Sabitzer. We did see the Sabitzer at Manchester United.
It depends on the version of the game. We talked about structure. What is the which way is does Manchester United play their own football today? Counter attack tomorrow, sit back. You can't really say this is the direction they are going to. And I think that's the problem of Manchester United. They need to find a way they want to play right there. So Dortmund 4, Atletico de Madrid 2. This Atletico conceding 4 I think this is not the Atletico we used to know.
Not the Atletico Madrid we used to know.
Yeah, so it's PSG back in possession of the ball. Lucas Hernandez right there, who finds Vitinha in the middle, who has been one of that tormentor in chief of Barcelona today. Look at that pass to Hakimi. And talking about Hakimi, it looked like his presence has really been felt today.
Yeah, his presence has really been felt. He's one of the best right backs or full backs in the world of football. And no wonder PSG spent that big money on him. And you know, at the point, during the start of the season, we were all blaming Luis Enrique. But looking at the work, you know, how over time this team has really gelled together. And with the magic he has done with these boys has really been nice. And, you know, the way they have started to understand the philosophy he wants, it shows that there might just be a lot of goodies to come from this PSG team next season.
Yeah, a lot of goodies are there to come from this PSG team. Will they be able to win the Champions League this season? Only time with yeah, so PSG potentially facing Dortmund again. During the group stage, they were in the same group.
You don't need to make in PSG get into this final. I think we might be looking at a final bonded team because I think the player looking at Kylian Mbappe wants to do everything
to win that
Champions League before taking.
And look at that good chance from Lewandowski. My God, that was a good save from Donnarumma. You can't just count Barcelona out. You have to just leave that space for it out. Cross into the box, but easily taken by Donnarumma right there. But I think Lewandowski should be doing better from that place. Look at that time and space. Struck it very well. I think maybe if you had lifted that chance very well, he would have gotten a better attempt of that goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think that was his left foot, and if he had placed it a little bit farther than where he placed it, he would have, I think, gotten that goal. But Donnarumma was the right position. He was able to save that. And this is Barcelona again trying to get a goal here so that they can be on level with Paris Saint-Germain. But hey, the Paris Saint-Germain side are aware of that threat. And you know, one thing about the Barcelona side is that it just proves that they are not yet there yet. Where we can call them, where we can say, okay, these are the champions of football, because we've seen clubs with red card, but they still fight back, you know, and win. But hey, that red card has actually affected them, and look as if that is the end of the game for them. So I think they should be doing better next time with a red card.
The game is not over. It's not over yet. Yeah. So I think they've considered just 2 goals since losing that, since getting that red card. So it's not really a bad numbers for them. We've seen clubs also catapult after getting red cards in game of football. So it's not a new thing. It's not really easy when you're playing against 11 man on PSG with 10 man in your own squad. It's never easy to actually predict.
And I think the only reason Barcelona looked good in this quarterfinal is because they are playing a PSG team that is in transition. If they had been faced with either Arsenal, even Arsenal, or Bayern, or maybe Man City or Real Madrid, you would have seen them being exploited easily. It's just, I don't know why the leg of the draw went this way. It was just like picking the Warriors on one side, and it looks more like what happened last season too. A weaker line to the final and a stronger line, but most likely it will tilt towards that stronger line to get to the final. And I know many Arsenal fans will say they are unlucky to get that side of the draw, but it is life, it is fate. Sometimes being unlucky can be their surname, so it's one of those things in life. If you want to be the best, you have to beat the best right there in that encounter.
Well, as the Arsenal match is tomorrow versus Bayern Munich. So let's see how it goes. It's not over. They're on same goal now, 2-2. You know, so anything can happen. Arsenal can come up with their A game and win that tomorrow.
Yeah. If they like, they should come with their big game.
Wait, the thing is this. Do you think any team will want to play a game in the Champions League and not want to come with their A game? They will want to. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes it will work out.
Oh, and that is the Commander-in-Chief himself, Bacola. Bacola was been withdrawn for Lee Kang-in. who has been brought into this game to add more steel to the defense of PSG, and it's looking like PSG are interested in defending more for the remaining 14 minutes of this game. Marco Asensio, the former Real Madrid midfielder, the ageless player, being thrown into this game. A lot of experience in that young man, though he didn't get to start a lot of games for Real Madrid due to the lot of talent in that Real Madrid team. But no doubt the talent is there for Marcos Alonso. Asensio, sorry.
Yeah, so Asensio came in for Fabian Ruiz right there, and that cross into the box by Ousmane Dembele. But eluded everybody. Is going to be a goal kick to FC Barcelona. 77th minute of that encounter. Approaching the 78th minute. It's PSG 3, Barcelona 1 at home for Barcelona.
And this might just be a chance for Dortmund to get that into the back of the net. But a good save there from the goalkeeper.
Yeah, all black keeping, and Barcelona with a good chance. But Rafinha couldn't get his attempt on target, and he's on a strong foot. I think
what's it called? PSG needs to be very much careful, because the way they are giving Barcelona a lot of openings, a lot of chances on this game, it might come back to haunt them should Barcelona take one of these chances in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, later stages of the game. But when you look at it, I think Rafinha could be doing better from that position right there, and it's Barcelona that is back in possession right there. I say Barcelona, PSG back in possession right there, trying to attack with the ball, running down the line. Marco Asensio with the ball right now. Offense, Vitinha. Vitinha finds Ousmane Dembele, who is trying to torment Koundé, and a shot.
I knew that was the next thing that was going to come to his mind, taking that shot. And this is one versatile player, playing from the left to the right. Is a threat on any of that wing. And to think he has actually been one of the best players for what's it called, PSG this season, is really big one to say after leaving Barcelona. He had a lot of injury worries with Barcelona before leaving Barcelona for PSG.
And he just had one good season and left.
Beautiful move by Dortmund. Ooh.
So the corner kick was played fast, and it's PSG that is back in possession of the ball. Ousmane Dembele finds his teammate in the middle, Kim. I think it is Kang. Kang, yeah. So Ter Stegen plays a long one forward. Oh, Rafinha couldn't get ahead to that. Where was Lewandowski? A question that's still begging for answers. Donnarumma trying to waste time right there, gets that ball right there. And I think if not for that unnecessary tackle of Joao Cancelo, this game will still be on.
Yeah, it's still be a balanced game, but you can't really take anything away from PSG. You might have find a way to get that third goal even without that penalty, because you look at the attacking threats they have in this game. After getting that third goal, I think they've relaxed a bit to trying to defend and contain Barcelona in this encounter.
Yeah, so they've been trying to contain Barcelona. Another substitution right there. Ugarte coming in for Serge Warren Zare Emery, one of the young shining light for PSG this season. And I think it just is about to extend his contract.
It's just extended his contract. A fantastic talented player, one of the players for the future, one of the top rated players for now.
For PSG, yeah. So it's Barcelona with the ball right now via De Jong, trying to turn and find space. But I think De Jong is in the wrong team. As far as I'm concerned, fantastic footballer. That cross comes out and headed out and straight to Kang, Lee Kang right there for PSG. It's still PSG back in possession. Mendes plays forward right there to Vitinha, who returns it back to his teammate in the middle. And this 81st minute of action in that game. PSG 3, Barcelona 1.
It's still looking like a game that late dramas might happen. Late goal from Barcelona might actually turn this game over its head. Because looking at the way Barcelona are actually coming out to attack against PSG might actually fancy them getting a late goal in this game.
Yeah, you can also fancy them getting a late goal in that encounter. Now is PSG trying to run down the clock with just a goal cushion in the aggregate. I think they could have tried to get one more goal
Yeah.
in this encounter, because one goal is very slim in these kinds of games. Rafinha taking on two guys and lost possession, and it's going to be a throw-in to PSG at this point in time.
Throwing to PSG at this point in time, and the other end, it is Borussia Dortmund who is comfortably leading by aggregate against Atletico Madrid, and the game is 83 minutes in that encounter, 7 minutes to play on regulation time. Let's see if Dortmund can keep that. But hey, you can see the battle Atletico Madrid is bringing before them, but it's a battle
what's
that
to attack.
yeah,
Not you.
okay, yeah. So that is the situation there. And let's see if Borussia Dortmund can add one here. But it's looking like Borussia Dortmund can add one in this encounter.
It's anything is possible. It's a game of football, and it's played in 90 minutes. So, if Dortmund, Atletico de Madrid scores one more goal, that means Dortmund will find themselves to be blamed. And I think Jadon Sancho had a beautiful and a decent game, even in the both legs.
And you can see the boost, the morale boost in that young man talking about Jadon Sancho after being low on confidence at Manchester United. But we've seen a new player, coming back to his comfort zone, and not just Ian Martin, who has been fantastic for Dortmund. Even Jadon Sancho has also been a quality buy or a quality take for Borussia Dortmund.
Even Sabitzer, that wasn't really shining for Man U, got to Dortmund and is now shining. I think there's something about Manchester United they need to investigate right there. So, 84th minute of that encounter, Barcelona losing at home 3-1. Look at that shot from Sabitzer.
Good save from the
Oblak,
goalkeeper,
yeah.
no doubt.
Oblak had to come.
And this encounter, that is Barcelona versus PSG, produced them 6 yellow card and 2 red card. Yeah, one to Arajo and the other one to Xavi. That is the coach of Barcelona.
Yeah, it has been a game filled with a lot of yellow card. That's 6 yellow card and 2 red card. Really, a lot of cards dishing out like that. But hey, it's the tempo of the game, is the pressure, the mood of the game. And sometimes you get things like this. It happens in football. It's just emotions of the game flaring high, and there has to be caution.
And it's a free kick to Barcelona, close to the 18 box of Paris Saint-Germain. Let's see what comes out of this. And it is quickly taking anybody to head it there. Hey! Oh no, there was no player.
I think he made a big mess of that. What's it called? The goalkeeper made a very big mess of that.
And that would be an offside against FC Barcelona. Look at it.
Yeah. It's an offside. 2 Barcelona players were off, and the timing of the goalkeeper was not right. He got there after the ball has passed. Okay, there was a header there that actually made him not to get that one. And in the other end, it's Atletico Madrid try to equalize a cross there. And a moment for Atletico Madrid, but hey, that one has been wasted. And it is Dortmund will recover, and a moment for counter there, but hey, he has to slow down. And it's like he just decided to go back there. That's an opportunity for him to cross there, but he decided to go back. I don't know why.
It's PSG who sends the ball forward right there for that guy to chase, but he couldn't get to that ball. And looking at the way Luis Enrique has been managing Kylian Mbappe, I thought he would think of benching him in games like this. He has really been starting him from the bench. And so it's Barcelona with the ball right now, finds Fermin in the middle. And it's Barcelona trying to see if they can salvage something from this game. That cross comes in, eluded everybody, and it's going to be a goal kick to PSG. I just think that any of these teams that go through we just go through because the leg that will have the winner is the tomorrow leg, as far as I'm concerned.
But we can't really fancy or can't really say that as like that will have the winner of the UEFA Champions League. Any of the four teams that will be making it to the semi-final are capable teams.
Capable, yeah, they are capable teams, but you know, some are capable more than another. Because you can just imagine a Man City or a Real Madrid, like some people will call them, facing this PSG. It's going to be really difficult for PSG to survive because this team only looks good because Barcelona is playing one man down.
Yeah,
At the beginning of the game, they were not playing this good. So it's game on in that encounter. PSG with the ball, trying to attack with the ball right there, straight to Kylian Mbappe, trying to run at Koundé, but Osid right there finds that player in the midfield, returns it back to Vitinha, and it's PSG that has been dispossessed of the ball in a dangerous area, and Lewandowski shoots.
Why was this selfish? Why was this
I
selfish?
don't know why it was selfish.
The pass
right
would have
there.
been better there. He shouldn't have gone for a shot. There was an opportunity of dropping that pass for his Barcelona teammate there. Look at that.
He
Ferran
could have
Torres-
given
Ferran
it to
Torres
Ferran
was even
Torres
in a better
open
position.
at goal. He knew what he did was wrong. He was open at goal. He should
That
have
was a real
just
opportunity for them to get the equalizer.
very, very huge opportunity playing one man down. You give it to the best man to finish. And he lost that chance because he was being selfish right there. So,
Yeah, in the other encounter, 4 minutes additional time, regulation time over in the match between Dortmund versus Atletico Madrid. And
second minute of additional time or 4 minutes added time.
4 minutes added time, regulation time over, 4 minutes added time. 4 minutes has been added. That's the information
Yes,
I'm trying to pass.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the information I'm trying to pass.
And
then-
already in the second minute.
yeah, so that is the situation.
Yeah, so it's Barcelona trying to attack. Gundogan sets it into the box, but was cleared out by that
Wow,
PSG player,
counter.
and PSG is
Drop
now
that.
on that counter. Set it forward for his teammate
Mbappe, hey,
but was saved.
again,
Double save from Ter Stegen.
and the gift.
Finally
a gift,
scored
a
the
gift
goal.
to Mbappe.
And
A
the
gift to Kylian Mbappe. where
finally
he was
went to
standing.
Kylian.
And that's his game over.
Yeah,
That is
that's
game over. Destined for him to score the winning goal.
Yeah,
You know, 2 goals, 1 penalty, and 1 gifted goal to Kylian Mbappe.
yeah,
just,
really free goal for Kylian Mbappe to serve right
And they're
there.
through to the semi-finals.
Yeah, they're through to the semi-final as it stands right now. And if there's one team that's really, really looking for the Champions League, it has to be
It's
PSG.
PSG. They've
Yeah.
invested a lot in this team, right from the time of having the likes of Cavani, having the likes of Zlatan
Ibrahimovic,
Ibrahimovic, having Thiago Silva. They've invested a lot. At the point, they had Lionel Messi, what's it called? Neymar in
Neymar,
this
yeah.
team. The likes of Sergio Ramos also played in this
Played
team.
in that
Dani
team, yeah.
Alves played in this team. They've invested a lot in this PSG team. But one trophy that has really eluded them has been the UEFA Champions League. And going straight to the semi-final, it might just be one game or one moment that might actually propel what's it called, Kylian Mbappe. He wants to live on the high spirit, high moments.
Yeah. On aggregate, it's 4-6 in that encounter of Barcelona and versus PSG. And it's a comfortable situation. I don't think Barcelona can come back.
Oh, played it deflected off Fermin and straight to Kylian Mbappe. So
Yeah, I think it's as good as
that
good for.
clearance
Was a
from
short one.
no, he wanted to clear it off Asensio, but it went straight to Fermin, and PSG are home and dry. As far as I'm
It's a
concerned.
done and dusted game already.
Yeah, so 7 minutes of additional time. First minute is being played here, and it looks more like it's a security login.
Yeah, it is, no doubt.
Yeah. So Barcelona trying to attack right there, and was dispossessed, and it's going to be a throw-in to PSG at this point in time. You can see Khalifa, the president of PSG Football Club, right there. So confirmation of Donnarumma getting a yellow card right there, and that was a good chance for Atletico de Madrid, headed out by Ian Maitson,
That's the final we see.
And Dortmund are in the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. You know, this Dortmund coach has been under pressure
Yeah, he has
and
been
looks
under
more like he
pressure.
will lose his job at the end of the
Mhm.
season. Getting
Not,
to
not
the
really a good
semi-final.
run in the league, but good run in the Champions League, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. Really a difficult group to come out from. And now they are in the semi-final, eliminating Atletico Madrid along the way. They did well.
Or do
They
you think
deserved
Yanis
it.
should be staying at Chelsea, or Chelsea should just sell him off to either Barcelona, Bayern Munich
Uh,
or
I,
Dortmund?
I think if Ian Maitson is going to stay, that means one left back has to go between either Chilwell or Cucurella.
But Chelsea are also on the market looking for a left back right now.
So they should keep Ian Maitson and let go of I think probably Cucurella, because Ben Chilwell is more of a better left back as far as I'm concerned than Cucurella. But Ian Mason is explosive going forward. But this young lad needs playing time, so it's better he leaves. Maybe a buyback clause in his contract will be a better one.
Yeah, and that is the situation. 7 minutes additional time and 2 minutes.
3
has-
minutes.
Yeah, going to 3 minutes has been played so far. So we just have 4 minutes plus to play, 4 minutes with some seconds to play in this encounter between Barcelona. And let's see if Mbappe can make it an hat-trick. And oh, what a save by Ter Stegen. That was a beautiful shot by Mbappe.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot, an acrobatic save from Ter Stegen. Good dive, saw that and had to react to it. So it's a good one. And Barcelona trying to attack with the ball, but they collapsed like a pack of cards. Really, a lot of improvement has to be done on this Barcelona team. They need to bring in more guys to come and support this system. So it's Dortmund celebrating right there, deservedly 4-2. Wow, that's a beautiful game. 11 goals in this second leg fixtures of the day. This first leg gave us 8 goals. And now the second leg is giving us 11 goals, making 19 on aggregate. Truly, I think this Champions League is the goal scoring one.
Yeah, it's goal scoring one, but it's like it's not over yet because we can see PSG still mounting pressure on Barcelona. And it's like I saw Barcelona players already crying because though it's not over, they've not heard the final whistle, but hey, already it's like they know it's off their hand.
Yeah, they know it's off their hands, and thanks to Araujo, who made that terrible decision. He really messed up because the team was leading 2 goals margin. You could just allow that one going and stay 10 men. You know the law. When you do anything to a player like that is way ahead of you, that is a red card. So far, it's not a penalty. And even it was a penalty, it would have been a yellow card. So it's just the rule of the game.
Yeah, just the wheel of the game. And there's the celebration in the other half, in the goal rush there. But hey, it's not over. You can see, what's his name? Already crying. You know, that is a young lad for Barcelona.
That's a Barcelona fan. Yeah, not one of the teams. That's a Barcelona fan in the stand crying right there. So it's throwing to Barcelona right there. We'll find, I think that is Ferran Torres. Oh, that long pass forward is an offside. And you can see that PSG has cooled down on that attack. They're expecting the final whistle.
Yeah,
that
that's
game.
what everybody's expecting right now. The final is a confirmation that PSG has qualified for the semi-final of the 23-24 UEFA Champions League season.
Yeah, 23-24 UEFA Champions League season. Donnarumma grabs that one easily. Clock is ticking, winding down, already in the 6th minute of additional time of the 7th minute. I think it's a Sokozilo case.
Of course, it's a Sokozilo case. Everybody knows. Even the Barcelona players, they know. And just 1 minute and some seconds left to play in this encounter. And you can see it written all over the faces of the Barcelona. They are not as motivated as they started this encounter today.
Yeah, they are not as motivated right there. So it's still PSG in possession of the ball. 1-man advantage to them. They will be facing Dortmund if the status quo remains like this at FC Barcelona Stadium right there. And it looks more like PSG has qualified, so they will be facing Dortmund in a fortnight, I think.
Great matchup, an opportunity for PSG to find its way to the final of the Champions League. A great game of football, so against Barcelona today. Though I think that red card actually made it easy for them to get this victory over Barcelona.
Yeah, and I think Dortmund can fancy their chance against PSG.
Yeah, any of the two is good, actually good to make it to the final.
Any of the two. Rafinha going into the books of the referee right there for a yellow card. Wow. What a game.
Since when what's it called? Bayern Munich qualifies for the semi-final and makes it to the final. Tuchel wins the Champions League with Bayern Munich.
Very possible.
Very, very much possible.
Really, really possible. And you know that they can actually easily win at home. Now the confidence is beginning to come back. They won their last game to go to New York. So it's final whistle in that encounter.
Wow, final whistle in that encounter. Congratulations to Dortmund and congratulations to Paris Saint-Germain. Coming to this game, the both teams were behind. The both teams were, they lost the first leg, but they turned this around in this encounter, both sides.
Yeah, anything can happen in football. It's a game of, in this case, 180 minutes because home and away, and the dice has tracked towards one team, and the other team can come back next season.
All right, Shegu, your final take before we go.
Great game of football from both PSG and Borussia Dortmund to do the needful and qualify for the semi-finals. Congratulations to both PSG and Borussia Dortmund.
You might.
Yeah, congratulations to them. Can't wait for the semi-final setup, and we'll get to it.
All right, thanks for coming to the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having
All right, that's how far we can go for today. Please don't forget to join us tomorrow as we come again with another big one, and that is the match between Manchester City versus Real Madrid and Bayern Munich versus Arsenal tomorrow by 8 o'clock. We'll be here to cover that match live. But for now, it's bye from us, and see you tomorrow.